Today's video you're gonna see is just me attending to a roof issue, basically. You know, y'all seen how bad the roof, the condition of it. Welding it, I mean, I could tack it back together, but sheet metal is so hard to work with. And it's just gonna create more problems, basically, because it's stuff that I have to grind down. So, you know, I do deadener on it, butyl deadener. And I heat it up really good so it will go in the cracks. But ain't the point of what I'm saying here is when you watch today's video, keep in mind this took me all day long. You know, not a couple hours or a few hours. It took me all day. And to do a project and do it right, a lot of times it's going to eat up a whole lot of time. But especially if you do it and do it with pride and do it right the first time. Obviously, you know, I've said it before, that Jeep was my first wall build. And it was my first sixth order. It was my first sixth order design. And I learned from a lot of bad mistakes that I made along the way. By not building a sheet of wood all the way from back to front, just ending it at the front of the wall. It left horrid things for Rooflex, and it's been nothing but roof problems for the past 3 years. So I guess if you're gonna take anything away from this video, do it right the first time. And I wouldn't have all these problems today if I'd have done it right the first time. So literally, I've spent a whole day of my new build cleaning the front half of a roof and deadlining it. I got the whole back half of the roof still to go, but that's for a later time. I just wanted to get that deadener on there to seal up them cracks so it don't leak inside. So anyway, on to the video, guys. All right, guys. I got everything ripped out of here except for this one piece of wood. Of course, I got to cut all this out. But what I'm trying to do is get this PL3X off of this roof in the front so I can put some deadener and stuff up here to seal it in case it rains, which it's supposed to rain. So I'm using this little tool. It'll cut the bulk pieces off. You know, like big chunks like this. It helps get them down. But I found this thing. It's made to grind wood. And it just eats through that stuff. Not super fast, but it does eat through it. It creates a crap load of dust. Like the wife and Brittany actually vacuumed all this out. You can see how dirty I am from doing this, but it's kind of effective at ripping through that OPL3X. I got this at Harbor Freight. It's just notched metal. And I think yeah, that happened. The reason I'm recommending it is it's all steel, like bumps on it. Eats through it really good, but it don't clog. Like I've been using it and you can see it ain't clogged up. How if you did a flapper disc on here, the PL would just kind of melt into it and clog it up. So yeah, I highly recommend this. Batteries doing good. I'm probably gonna have to switch to my electric grinder here before long because it's putting a toll on the battery powered one. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I was just showing y'all a pretty good way I found to get all that out. All right, everyone, I hope you can hear me. I got this roof pretty clean. A flapper disc actually wound up working the best, but I went through a few of them this thing here, it works really good. It's just a lot slower, and the old flapper did a really good job of knocking it down. It just created a lot of dust. So I got my air compressor right here at this hose. I'm gonna blow all this down, and I do have some rusty spots up here where I got in as the best I could to get the rust out, but I'm gonna hit them spots with some tractor paint with a rust inhibitor in it that my local hardware shop had. And I'm gonna let that dry and start putting the deadener up. And then I got a Corda Flex Seal that I can hit some of the spots up here on top. And that should make it watertight. And after I get the deadener here, then I gotta clean up the back half of this roof a little bit. Because same thing, you know, it's everywhere. And then I'm gonna put one full sheet of that maple in here. From like here back. The maple is really, really dense. It's a dense wood. It's great in the Blazer. And since it's gonna lay kind of flat, there'll be some dead space up here. I'm gonna drill holes in the maple and fill the cavity full of spray foam. That's what I did on the Blazer, and it's working great, guys. So I'm gonna get on this and try to clean this up so I can start laying some paint on it. Oh, it's working great. I have a really small air compressor. It's like a 6-gallon pancake compressor. I don't have my big one here. This Magic Town & Country is supposed to be really good for this kind of stuff. But like I said, I'm only gonna put it in the areas where I have a problem with where it rusted from being leaking so long. Not a doubt in my mind that the bed liner will stick to this. Guys, there's just so many cracks. Oh. So many cracks. Ah. Okay, I'm on this side. Hopefully if I put it there, you can see me. Maybe, I don't know. That should be good. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Oh, crap. You want to see cracks? There's some cracks. And you can tell I've welded on that before. Look at them cracks. Oh. Look at all them cracks. Like across the front. Oh man, like some crackers, but these are really, really bad. And you can see through where I welded them on the other side before, it just all kept cracking. But you can see daylight out that. And some of that, I mean, I've welded on that before, so there was a crack there, but it really looks like a bad spot that when we were prying all the wood out of here yesterday, we might have got through it a little bit. But that's a really bad crack right there. And y'all know that's a bad crack right there. That's the one that, the windshield channel. I got to pull the windshield out to fix this. Because back behind this, the windshield urethane ain't sticking no more. But the cracks are really highlighted with the old paint on it. And like I said, there were just rusty areas that I wanted to use some kind of rust protectant paint on. I hope you can see me. But this has been like a really, really pain in the butt job today, guys. Like literally, you know, you're all going to see it in like a 10-minute video probably, but I've been doing this for hours on end today. And I'm dirty, I'm dusty, it's hot. I've been working my butt off to get that PL off of there. So, because I'm thinking, you know, I'd like to weld it, but it's just probably not going to do a whole lot. And I know the cheaper butyl deadener is waterproof if I get it stuck on there good. So I'm going to use a heat gun and heat the crap out of it and roll it. And then with the Flex Seal on top, not the spray can crap, but the stuff you put on with a brush or a roller, with that on top, it ought to be like waterproof. And then when I get the wood in here on the full sheet from back to front and spray foam above it, it ought to be really, really good and like rock solid. Because, man, I did that to the Blazer, and that roof is, like, rock solid. Like, it don't move at all when she's demoing. So, that's definitely what I want to do in here. That's how most people do it. It works really, really well. And, you know, I got a lot of work to do in here for this rebuild. Like, I got new doors to do. I'm talking changing the whole doors. New door build, the enclosure. It's going to be a long process, guys, but... You know, man, I really appreciate you guys watching. All right, everyone. I went over that paint with the heat gun. I started putting this stuff up. I'm going to have to cut small pieces to overlap in the front there. But, man, putting this stuff up by yourself, the paint, ouch! I laid my hand on the heat gun. I've been using the heat gun to heat this like a lot to make it really soft. That way it gets in all them cracks. And I'm using a little roller. I can't find my roller, so I bought this thing for $3 or $3.50. It's a seam roller, but I bought it at Lowe's this morning, and yeah, it's all rolled down pretty good. I'm gonna overlap it, but I just keep heating it and rolling, heating and rolling, and it makes it stick a whole lot better and form into the stuff like the cracks and everything. So I'm at least gonna do back to here, which the front of the wall goes here. I'm not worried about sound deadening back here. Like I said, I'm doing that as an added layer and to help seal them cracks up. Because that butyl, you know, it'll get in them cracks and it ain't going to leak. This is what the rest of the roof looks like. Ah, man. I'm going to take the majority of this thick stuff down and I'm going to let it eat, guys. One full sheet from back to front, like I said, and drill hose, put spray foam up there in the cavities, and it'll be solid. But anyway, I got to get back to work, guys. Let's fair I give you guys a quick update video. Well, I got 2 pieces up. Man, this is hard to do by yourself, but you'll see what I got going. You know, right now I'm 100% content that the way that I've heated that with the heat gun and like rolled it up there and pressed it, that it's got them holes sealed. So I know that that's going to be good. You know, this dang windshield channel up here, and you can see where I got that piece of tape. The roof is ripped right there, actually. You know, it's underneath this double channel here. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll have to correct that when we take the windshield out. But it's supposed to rain Wednesday, so I was just trying to get this up here, and I figured it'd be a good video for you guys because it might help some of you guys, you know. the whole point is to make this roof where it will not flex for this to work and seal them cracks. I mean y'all saw the cracks that was up here. You can see tons of cracks there and there. So I'm gonna have to put sound deadener to this ledge, but I still want to get back in here after I fix the windshield, and I want to like PL max this to try to keep this from flexing. And I did do some foam in here, but apparently not enough, because I don't think I can't even feel none through there. See, it's my fault, guys. I was learning when I did this build. That's why the Blazer is so much better than this, because I actually learned from all the mistakes I made in here. But guys, I got to get back at it, man. There'll be more to come. Check out my little squirrel feeder over there. Love watching them little things. But yeah, guys, there'll be more to come as I progress on, man, to try to get you guys some decent content of me doing something other than talking. What's up, guys? Okay, so, man, it's been a long day. Like, for real. But as you can see, I got all the way across here. You know, I overlap this stuff a lot. And as I said, this is Defbont's butyl deadener. And honestly, it's pretty thick. I think it's like 90, 100 mil or something. Might be more than that. It was like way thicker than the 80 mil, I think. But anyway, the point I'm getting at here is it's butyl deadener. And it serves one purpose. If y'all know, butyl is what they use to put windshields in with. And, you know, that all changed, I think, in like the early 80s. They went from deadener to, or from butyl to urethane to put windshields in. But the butyl, it when it gets hot, you know, it gets so like, not really runny, but it's a lot easier to work with, and it'll form to anything. That's why if you put this, any deadener on, even like the kill match stuff that everybody uses, it's always good to go back behind it with a heat gun and heat that section and roll it, heat it and roll it. Because you can see up here how much it like pressed out from the foil cover. Like how much it pressed out there. It's because I was heating it real good. And what I was doing, my roller broke, so can of beans. My buddy Matthew Brown, or not Matthew Brown, Michael Bryant here in Myrtle Beach is like, man, I use a can of beans to put mine on. Goya kidney beans. But anyway, that actually worked, just rolling it, you know, the beans across it. But I heated it really, really, really good to get in them cracks. To seal the cracks. That's all this is there for, is basically to seal this roof up from the inside, and then I'm gonna go back on the outside with the roll-on what's that stuff called, babe? Flex Seal. Yeah, that is like the best stuff I found to put on the outside of a roof. Put it on kind of thick, man, and it'll just stretch forever. It won't crack. Like I was having tons of problems doing bed liner, like Herculiner and stuff. It would just crack. But the Flex Seal kind of is stronger. I mean, I did have some rips up there through the Flex Seal, but I had cracks in the roof like this long. Now, with this being my first layer and it's sealing up all the cracks, hopefully when I put the wood and foam up here, this will not move at all. But I definitely have to weld up this channel, and I have to get back under this. I gotta find some kind of tool to get in here to dig all this factory foam out, and try to halfway clean it, so I can put some like PL 8X or HD, whatever, like just like a whole tube of PL here, because right now this is like, it's not touching this. The roof skin's not touching that. That's why I still have problems in the front up here. Is even with wood to here with foam, this is going to be a weak spot where this whole channel can flex. Even with my stripper pole mounted here, I mean, actually look at that. Just pulling on my stripper pole mount, look at that. How much that flexes.
Do it again.
Well, you need to get the flex here. Oh, my crack?
Your weld broke.
There's a lot of welds broke. But look how much that channel moves, guys. So I need to go and I need to find something that I can hit that with to clean it out really good. You got any ideas, throw them down. Just trying to get all this factory stuff cleaned out so I can fill that with an adhesive. And I think I just got a good idea. After I get the adhesive on it, I might drill holes through this, you know, like yay far apart, like from here all the way across. And it ain't gonna hurt me to run a nut and bolt through the roof, guys. It ain't gonna hurt me at all. That would bolt this down to the whole roof skin, which will be attached to a board right here. And that might make this channel a lot stiffer. I was looking in videos, even with the stripper pole, the front of the roof was flexing a lot, and this is why. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling again, man, and this is my day of work. I'm pretty much done for the day, and you know, I'm gonna try to work on it some next weekend, but I got to put 2 solenoids in the transmission and the Blazer and hope that fixes that lockup converter issue. I pray. Hoping on that. And I got to go get my other doors for this off of another Jeep, and you know, that's gonna be a whole nother entire project for me. But hopefully after I do them 2 things, I'm gonna try to get those knocked out Sunday. That way next Monday I can get back on this, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do at that point. I might just like sack this at this point here, wire up that battery that you see back there so I can drive it, put the driver's seat in, and take it to my buddy Billy's house so we can get the windshield out so I can start addressing this windshield channel problem. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget I have a Patreon. I'll be trying to throw stuff on my Patreons before y'all see it, just to give them a little gift, because Lord knows I'm too busy to run all this stuff. But thank you for watching. Peace out. Bass on.